I'm gonna try to do an intro.
Good don't intro. Mash the... Oh. I was gonna say don't mash the A button.
Yes.
When you're... Okay, so you saw someone... What was it? Was it a comment that was saying don't mash A while getting into a fight?
It was a comment that... Let me actually just pull up the image that I sent to you. That said that if we're mashing the A button during a trainer intro, that it has the possibility of crashing. Apparently Shady Penguin... this was by Henna K17. Shady Penguin had that issue in his series, where if you just hit A at a certain point, not necessarily when you're mashing, but if you time it right enough, then it could crash the game.
Okay, so do you think that's what has been happening to me tons and you the one time? Because I do mash quite a bit.
Probably.
Do I mash more than you? That's the thing.
I don't mash frequently. And,
that might explain it.
During my crash, I was mashing.
Okay, I don't know if I was mashing. I tend to mash through dialogue a lot. And so sometimes I'm just idly, because I'm so used to doing these Pokemon challenges, where, you know, so much of it is just look away and keep clicking while I'm grinding or something. I really got into the habit of just idly mashing the A button a lot while kind of half paying attention. Mm-hmm. And so even when I'm fully paying attention for this, where I'm doing these more complicated fights with this randomizer, where I don't know what to expect, I'm still mashing through dialogue a lot, even though it's fairly unnecessary, just because we have, like, instant text speed and stuff. Mm-hmm. Walrein.
Although, just to be safe, everyone at home, I did bind the controller to save state, so if I hit up on the D-pad, I'll save to 0 slot. So there we go.
I don't really have anything to deal with Walrein, so I'm just gonna send out Larvitar and see if I can get an electric move in. Walrein is... Yeah, it's ice and water, right? Yeah. I just used it recently for a challenge. I actually really like that Pokemon. I think people got mad at me for saying it wrong. I don't remember. They get mad at me for
Walrein, it's the same, really.
Well, I thought it was Rain, like Reign of Terror, you know?
Right.
Like, I thought it was, it one-shot me. I thought the idea was that it's powerful, basically. It's a walrus who exerts its power, and that's where the name comes from.
Yeah, it reigns over everybody.
I think I'm just gonna try to overpower it with Tanahashi. Isn't it weird how almost every gym leader in Gen 5 has a very small team?
Yeah. That continued on for a couple of other games, I'm pretty sure. Though maybe not as... What's the word I'm looking for?
Wow, that hurt.
Is stringent appropriate? Not as small as the Gen 5 ones, but it did carry on for future games.
Okay. Because I know, like, even the final gym leader of this game is 3 Pokemon. Wow, Walrein is kicking my ass with that Focus Blast.
His first 2 things have not dealt a whole lot of damage. They did 10 damage to me. The Seadra only knew Tackle, apparently, and the Furret didn't even try attacking. And now
I forgot my Dragonair has Thunder Wave, like a real Dragonair. Jesus, he's faster than my Dragonair?
What move are you using?
Thunder Wave.
Mm.
But Walrein's faster than me. He's got 3 levels on me, yeah, but
what move is he
Dragonair
using?
Would be faster. Focus Blast. I guess I'll Fire Fang. It's my best move here. Yeah.
Also, fun fact, I don't know how many other people noticed it, but when you were facing a Kecleon in, I think, the last episode, as Swellow, you claimed it was a speed tie between you and Kecleon. Not possible, because Swellow is way faster than Kecleon. The reason you thought you had a speed tie was because you were using a negative priority move.
Oh, what move?
Avalanche.
I didn't know that's negative priority. Okay.
Yep, it's counter, or not counter, revenge. So you'll have negative priority, and you'll do back double damage if you're hit that turn.
Well, the more you know.
There you go.
I had no idea. I thought it was like just a regular old ice move, no special ability.
Well, now you know.
Well, I just got paralyzed. Fuck's sake.
And
he's got X-Scissor! He's got something super effective against my whole team!
Nice.
Oh my god.
I got bounce from him.
This
not
is
super
awful.
Good.
He's okay. I think he's gonna kill my entire team with one Walrein who's paralyzed. This is fucking ridiculous. Jesus. Oh, this fight sucks.
What TMs do you have?
I don't know. I'm still in the fight.
I guess check once you're out of it.
Yeah. Oh god, he's got a sliver, and I bet he's gonna like hyper potion. I'm sorry, what the fuck move did he just use? Something shot? Whatever it was, it killed me. Okay,
Searing
I've
shot?
lost this. I think it was Searing Shot. It was red.
Yeah, Searing
now I
Shot.
just have an underleveled Dust Skull. I have definitely lost this
Oh, you've
fight.
got this. He's got tons of grass moves.
Yeah, well, he hyper potion. There we go.
Oh, you definitely
I'm gonna
got
hit
this.
speed up on that. I am doomed. There we go. He killed me. Man, what an awful fight. Now I need to do that never-ending gym again.
That's my name.
Oh, God.
Whattageek is my other name, but what you just said is my actual name.
All right, what's Walrein weak against? So it's ice and water.
It's weak against electricity, fighting, grass, rock. Trying to think of other
it's like
things.
every type I don't have anything for other than Larvitar. I think there's a few trainers to the right that I could fight, maybe get a few levels in.
You did skip
and
a
then-
lot of trainers in the in Twist Mountain.
That's perfectly fine with me. I'm not going back there. Fuck that. I'm gonna go to the east, and I'm gonna fight a few trainers over there for a few levels. Route 8. So you already beat the ice gym, right?
Yes, it didn't take very long at all. His Gallade tried using Aerial Ace on my Golem.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like it wouldn't go very well.
Not for him, anyway. I think he did a grand total of 10 damage with... No, he did more than that because of Aerial Ace. I didn't catch how much damage he did after that. But then he used Will-O-Wisp. I was still in the green health by the time the fight was over.
I can never remember. What the hell does Doom Desire do?
It's Future Sight, so it hits 2 turns after it's used.
Right, but it's steel.
It's Steel, yes.
What a strange move.
That's my other name. A Dugong.
I kind of like Dugong.
He's cool. And then in Let's Go, if you have him out in the field, like if you have him following behind you, he just slides across the ground.
That's great.
Yeah.
I saw it on Twitter once, and it was the funniest thing. I don't know what game it was in. It was in one of the ones where they follow behind you, I guess.
So either Yellow or Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
It had to have been one of the new ones, past Gen 5, because there's an animation of what is it? The stupid coffin Pokemon that no one ever says I get right.
Cofagrigus.
Cofagrigus, thank you. That thing following behind you, it just grows big, goofy-looking legs and wobbles around.
So
I would have just thought it floated.
there actually isn't a game where a game past Gen 5 or Gen 4 where Pokemon will follow behind you, except for Let's Go. And Let's Go only covered the Kanto Pokemon.
I think it was a mobile game, but I'm not sure.
In that case, it was either Pokemon Masters or Pokemon Go, and I don't know about Pokemon Go having animations for walking.
I'm sure someone in the comments will know. Because I saw it on Twitter, and it was for a Pokemon game that seemed legit. Everyone was freaking out because it was really funny looking, and I don't know. It very much looked like a real video game.
Okay. Was it like 3-on-3 combat or something?
It wasn't in battle, they were walking around.
Never mind then.
Yeah. Because it was just like a 5-second gif of running around with this thing following it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There was a point where someone had data mined the Gen 7 games, I think, and found walking animations for every Pokemon. That's how that Furt Walk meme started.
Maybe it was that. I don't know. What's a Shock Drive?
Shock Drive is for Genesect.
Okay, so I'm not going to find use for that, am I?
Unlikely. Unless your
Yeah.
legendary is somehow randomized into Genesect.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's pronounced Genesect.
I don't know. Fucking people get angry at me over anything. Oh no, Tropius used Harden. I think I'll survive this. Oh, of course I missed. Of course I missed Fly. What is that, 95 accuracy?
Yeah.
Come on. You know, I should turn animations off if I have to just fight some non-gym things, shouldn't I? I probably should.
Well, I'm glad I could help with your decision.
Yep. That one was all you. So,
helping out, that's
fun
what I do.
story while I work on this. Earlier today, this is another reason to watch this series, is you get the previews of what the upcoming challenges are, I guess. I just started this morning on an unknown challenge.
Which is gonna be next Saturday's challenge?
Probably.
No, sorry, not next Saturday, the one after next.
Yeah, I don't think it'll take... I just missed again with Fly in the same battle. My god. I don't think it'll take me that long to beat, and I'm gonna start editing tomorrow the plus or minus one, because we just got that done, so...
That one's coming out
I should have
next
plenty
week.
of time. Even if the unknown one is uncharacteristically slow to get done, I should still get it done in time. I'm a bit ahead of schedule, which I like to be ahead of schedule so that you guys don't have gaps in uploads. So, you know, while I edit one, I can be grinding away at the other. But anyway, wow, this Tropius fight is awful. It's just a wild Tropius kicking the shit out of me. What is going on? I need to catch this guy. Right, so I started an unknown one. It's the most requested thing, probably. It's requested a lot. So I'm doing unknown in gold, and it's not one unknown, because I think that's horrifically boring, and that's the reason why I've held off on so long. I'm gonna do 6 unknown. So it's obviously gonna be less hard, but it's also gonna be less horrifically boring of just me hitting the attack button until either I win or I lose with no strategy, which is the problem with an unknown challenge. So I'm doing 6 unknown. And so I need to try and catch a wide variety of them. Sorry, I'm still sick. A wide variety of them, so that I have good type coverage, right? So me and whattageek, we were trying to figure out, okay, well, what 6 types should be my core team? Because, yeah, hypothetically, I could catch one for every single type in the game, but that would really elongate things, having to level all those up. It'd be smarter to just have 6 main ones, and then if I really need to, I can go get ones of other types, right? So we came up with a list of types, and one of the things I wanted was either a ghost or a dark type, preferably dark because it's special. So after catching all the other things I needed, I'm like, okay, money is limited at the beginning of the game. I can only afford so many Pokeballs. I'll just catch unknown that are super effective against my unknown, because that means, because, you know, unknown is psychic type. If it's super effective against me, that means it's either bug, dark, or ghost. So there's a 1 in 3 chance that it'll be the type I need it to be. I caught 11 ghosts and bugs in a row without getting a single fucking, oh hey, Searing Shot TM. Without getting a single goddamned, Dark, thank you. Without getting a single goddamn dark type. I ran out of money for Pokeballs. So, yeah, I'm just gonna settle on a ghost type, I guess. What are the chances of that? Like, I figure there might be something of like, oh, Turtwig fled battle. Okay. That was weird. I didn't know wild Turtwigs could flee. Was I gonna check something just now? Right, I was gonna check Searing Shot TM.
It's not super strong, but it's a fire move nonetheless.
The only fire move I have is Fire Fang. 100 power, 5 power points. You know, for 5 power points, it's a little weak. Well, it's 100 accuracy, though. Maybe. I'll consider it if I'm really looking for a good fire move. But right, that's why I was thinking that maybe the mechanics of hidden power as a move are kind of obtuse. I was thinking maybe in Gen 2, on every save file, they're tied to the alphabet of unknown, maybe? Because when I think about it, I think every A letter unknown I ran into might have been good against me, and so they might have all been like bug. I don't know. I caught a lot of bug types. I caught like 7 bug types. So maybe that's how it works. I don't know. I sent a message off to... Oh, hey, Radicate. I sent a message off to John Stone asking, just because he knows a lot of obscure things in Pokemon. So maybe he'll get back to me knowing what's up with that. Because I looked around on the wiki and I couldn't find anything really conclusive. So, yeah, fun Pokemon stuff.
Gotta love fun Pokemon stuff.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, in Sword and Shield news, some Kanto Pokemon have been revealed to have new forms, and people are up in arms that they're not getting any information on the new Pokemon and their new forms. It's like, oh, Kanto again, yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I'd like to see more new forms out of Pokemon from other generations, but at the same time, it's a thing of a lot of the best, most memorable designs in the series are from Kanto. Like, I saw the memes online about, like, remember Kanto, remember Kanto, remember Kanto, and, like, yeah, it is too Kanto-centric, but, like, look, widespread Nidoking has download. Widespread appeal-wise, Kanto is the most popular.
And identifiable.
The majority of Gen 1 are the most identifiable Pokemon designs. They're the most consistently good Pokemon designs. Like, there's just a lot of reason why they lean into Kanto so hard. Magnet Rise.
You can't hit it with ground moves.
Fuck that.
People are also getting a little up in arms that they're revealing a new Charizard form and just ditching the Mega Evolutions.
I don't like Mega Evolutions anyway.
Yeah. The new Dynamax mechanic is pretty much Mega Evolutions mixed with Z moves from Gen 7, which I think is fine, personally. Other people disagree.
I still don't have a solidified opinion on the Z move thing, because I don't understand it very well. It seems kind of mildly dumb, but I need to learn more about it. Oh yeah, a fun Gen 1 glitch I just learned about the other day. I didn't learn about this one through it happening to me for once, but I swear, like, every time I play Gen 1, I find a new ridiculous glitch. Because Gen 1, whoa. It needed some more QA time, apparently. Apparently, if you have an Onix on your team, and it levels up in battle, and then you switch to a Pokemon that evolves by stone, like a Staryu, after the battle, the Staryu will evolve into a Starmie, like it'll do its stone evolution. Yeah, like, I don't know if I understand that 100% well. It was just, I was messaging with Johnstone, and I said, like, hey, have you ever seen this Gen 1 bug? And it was that if you use Wrap on a ghost in Gen 1, it obviously says, like, it didn't affect it because it's a ghost, but then it stun locks you for multiple turns and says, like, you continue to get wrapped, and it doesn't do any damage to you, like, as if it grabbed you. And the same thing happens with Bind, which is just the weirdest thing. So I messaged Johnson, I'm like, have you ever seen this happen? And I think he's like, yeah, Gen 1 has a lot of glitches. Did you know about this one? And he said that whole thing of if you switch from an Onix, if you switch from an Onix, Stone Evolution Pokemon will evolve if in the battle the Onix leveled up, or something like that. I don't know if I understood it completely. That's fucking weird. In fairness, I don't know how you catch that in playtesting. That's pretty specific what you have to do.
Yeah.
Still, that's weird.
At least they patched it out later.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious if they didn't, though.
Oh my god, you could exploit that so hard. It's a shame that I always have that rule in my challenges of no glitches or exploits. Like, obviously, no using glitches or exploits to proceed is the implication.
Right.
Because, like, you can't keep glitches from happening in Gen 1. They're just going to happen. Just don't do it intentionally. But, I know so many glitches and bugs that would get me farther in Gen 1 runs that I just don't do. Like, this is a pretty well-known one, but you don't ever need to do the... What is it? The casino, the Game Corner Team Rocket hideout. You don't actually need to do it. Do you know of this one?
I may have heard of it before, but I can't think of it right now.
The whole purpose of doing that is to get the Sylph Scope.
Right.
And the reason you need the Sylph Scope is because in Pokemon Tower, there's a Ghost Marowak that blocks your way to the top. And if you don't have the Sylph Scope to identify it, you can't fight it. And if you can't fight it, then you're not allowed past to get the Pokeflute. You need the Pokeflute to get to Fuchsia City. However, you're allowed to get into the fight with the Ghost Marowak. You just can't identify, so it can't hit you and you can't hit it. And if you run away, then you just walk backwards a tile and you can't proceed. But if you buy a Pokédoll, which is an item that lets you automatically run away from a fight, it still works. So you can use a Pokédoll on it, it will despawn the Marowak, and then you can walk past without ever being able to identify a ghost.
It's amazing.
In fact, it's the optimal way of doing the tower because you don't need to do the Team Rocket hideout and you can't fight any wild ghosts, so it's easier to proceed in the tower. And so you never need to do the first Giovanni fight.
And yet he still behaves as though he had seen you before.
Of course, yes. So that's one way that you could proceed. I just don't do it in my challenges because I have the no glitches or exploit rule, and I would assume that was not intentional. That's a sequence break as far as I'm aware. So yeah, that's a fun one.
Trying to think of like a lore answer as to how Giovanni would be able to still identify you after you use a Pokédoll on this dead Marowak. I'm sure the comment section will be able to think of something in a larger time frame than what we have, where we have to think of things on the fly. Immediately. Go for it.
At the top of Pokemon Tower, the people harassing Mr. Fuji are Team Rocket.
Team Rocket, yep.
Yeah, so it's just you kick the shit out of those Team Rocket guys, and the Team Rocket goons went and told Giovanni about your shakedown.
Okay, but how would he be able to identify you?
They said what you look like.
Maybe they just had a Sylph Scope on them, and the Sylph Scope recorded you.
Maybe. I mean, they got to the top of the tower. Mm-hmm. I don't know why the Marowak didn't stop the Team Rocket grunts.
In Pokemon Generations, they did. Like, they did get stopped by the Marowak. They stopped before they reached the top floor.
I think they stopped them in Yellow as well. I don't think that Team Rocket grunts are on the top. Oh, no, Jesse and James are at the
show
top.
up. Yep.
Yeah.
And they don't actually, they aren't actually there at the beginning. They just charge up to you and challenge you to battle.
Yeah. You know what? That makes more sense too, because like they were waiting for you to beat the Marowak.